Are you tired of endless arguments in your relationship? Are you caught up in a never-ending cycle of drama, conflict, and emotional turmoil with your partner? Are you ready to break free from negative relationship dynamics and take your relationship to a new level of understanding and respect? If so, this episode of the Anger Secrets podcast is for you. Today I will discuss the drama triangle, a powerful model that can help you understand the most common dynamics in toxic relationships. We'll look at how you can use this model to break free from these unhealthy patterns and create happier, healthier, and more loving relationships. So, if you're ready to reduce conflict in your relationship and break free from toxic relationship dynamics, let's get started. Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the Anger Secrets podcast. I'm Alistair Hughes, and over the last 30 years, I've taught over 10,000 men and women how to control their anger, master their emotions, and create calmer, happier, and more respectful relationships. In this podcast, I'll share the proven tools and techniques I've used to help my clients control their anger and transform their lives. For free support on your anger management journey, including free training and the opportunity to book a free 20-minute anger assessment call with me, visit my website, angersecrets.com. I look forward to helping you control your anger once and for all. Okay, let's jump into episode 21, Transforming Toxic Relationships, Breaking Free from the Drama Triangle. So, what is the drama triangle? The drama triangle is a powerful model that helps us understand the dynamics of toxic relationships. The drama triangle was developed in the late 1960s by American psychotherapist Stephen Karpman and is used to identify the three most common roles people take on during conflict in any relationship. According to Karpman, couples often take on one of three roles when they enter conflict. These roles are the persecutor, the victim, or the rescuer. Understanding these three roles and how to move out of them is essential for transforming a toxic relationship into a calmer, happier, and healthier one. Let's look at each role in detail, starting with the persecutor role. A persecutor blames, criticizes, or accuses their partner of wrongdoing. When someone takes on the persecutor role, they are typically determined to be right and make their partner wrong. Persecutors frequently put others down, are quick to anger, try to bully others, blame others for their perceived faults, and believe that other people deserve to be punished for their perceived wrongdoings. Persecutors are often controlling, abusive, or manipulative. They use guilt trips or blame shifting to gain power and control in a relationship. Persecutors think they have all the answers but take no responsibility for their actions. If you become angry during an argument, you are likely to be taking on the persecutor role. Now, let's look at the victim role. A victim is someone who plays the role of being helpless and powerless, and avoids responsibility by making excuses and blames others for their problems. Victims typically feel helpless, powerless, embarrassed, or ashamed, think that they can never get ahead in life, think that bad things always happen to them, have difficulty making decisions, and look for others to help or rescue them. As with persecutors, victims deny any responsibility for their part in relationship issues and do not believe they have any power to address or solve these issues. If you feel overwhelmed or helpless when arguing with your partner, you may be taking on the victim role. Finally, let's look at the rescuer role. A rescuer tries to help or rescue their partner from their perceived problems by offering solutions and advice. Rescuers typically take on too much responsibility for their partner's issues, try to fix the problem without listening, try to avoid conflict, seek approval and appreciation from their partner, and believe they have all the answers. Rescuers often try to help but don't realize that they are enabling their partner to remain in the persecutor or victim roles. If you are trying to solve the problem and anticipate what your partner needs, you may be taking on the rescuer role. According to Karpman, when conflict arises in a relationship, it is likely that each person may take on one of these three roles: the persecutor, the victim, or the rescuer. These roles are often taken on unconsciously It can be challenging to recognize. However, once each person takes on one of these roles, it is common for the couple to vary their roles. For example, a person who went into the conflict situation as a persecutor may soon change into the victim role. In response, their partner, who may have entered the conflict as a victim, may change roles, either to the rescuer or persecutor role. Unless this pattern is interrupted, couples can go around and around on the drama triangle forever, leading to a more and more toxic relationship. As this happens, the level of conflict will escalate, and the argument will only finish when someone walks away or negatively ends the argument. At this point, both partners may feel like a victim in the conflict, not realizing their role in maintaining the drama triangle. As an example of the drama triangle, consider John and Mary, a fictitious couple. Imagine that John has come home from a frustrating day at work and is tired. Mary is cooking dinner while talking to her mother on the phone. Once their dinner is ready, Mary serves dinner to John. Unfortunately, Mary has burned their meal a little bit. Frustrated by events at work, John may take up the persecutor role and say to Mary, "You never do anything right. You always burn the meals you make for me." Mary may then become defensive and say something like, "I'm sorry, Mum phoned me. She's sick at the moment, so I had to answer. I was only on the phone for a second. I don't know what happened." In this conversation, Mary is now in the victim role. It would be very easy for this conversation to escalate into an argument. For example, John may continue by saying something like, "Well, that's the third time you've burned dinner this week. I don't know how you can be so distracted all the time. It makes me angry." At this point, John is still in the persecutor role. In an attempt to de-escalate the rising conflict, Mary may respond in the rescuer role by saying something like, "I know you work so hard, but I do my best to make your life easier." Obviously, this discussion could go on for some time. To break out of the drama triangle, John and Mary need to recognize the roles each of them has taken on. Once they have identified these roles, they can make a conscious effort to step away from these roles. Ideally, they would then work together to determine the source of the conflict and work towards a respectful resolution. By doing this, John and Mary can break free from the drama triangle, move away from conflict, and create a calmer, happier relationship. If you are in a toxic relationship and it feels like you keep going around in circles, understanding the drama triangle could be the key to helping you break free. In the next episode of this podcast, I will share with you a powerful way to get off the drama triangle and make conversations like the one I have discussed more respectful, helpful, and productive. In the meantime, try to recognize any time you and your partner are on the drama triangle. Once you have identified the role you are taking, step away from this role and use the skills I have discussed in previous episodes to resolve the conflict more constructively. Okay, thanks for listening to today's episode on the drama triangle. And be sure to tune into the next episode to learn a powerful antidote to the destructive drama triangle. If you found this episode helpful, please follow this podcast, head over to your favorite podcast app, and leave a rating and review. This will help other people struggling with anger find and benefit from this show. Remember, for free support on your anger management journey, including free training and the opportunity to book a free 20-minute anger assessment call with me, visit my website, angersecrets.com. I look forward to helping you control your anger once and for all. And finally, remember, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
The Anger Secrets podcast is for general informational purposes only, and does not constitute the practice of counseling, psychotherapy, or any other professional health service. No therapeutic relationship is implied or created by this podcast. If you have mental health concerns of any type, please seek out the help of a local mental health professional.